Hey, Sean, welcome to the live stream. Three disclaimers up top. One, I put my son to bed recently. There's a non-zero chance that I will have to abruptly end the live stream to go refill an already full glass of water for him or something else trivial to shift his blanket. Two, I'm not wearing a hat. Sorry about that. I don't feel right about it either. Number three, I'm a little tired on account of having a long day today with a really fun shoot this morning and then a long conversation with a lawyer this afternoon. And so I wanted to make this video, if only to put a pin in a moment in time, because my call today was with a lawyer, a wonderful lawyer, and I'm excited about working together with this lawyer because we're launching our kids show this spring, and we need to do certain things right legally and make sure that everything is covered and that we've got rights taken care of and everything. It's been pretty relaxed at Boom for a while, but now there's some stakes. Usually our client, not usually, always, our clients own all the rights and liabilities to all of our content when we produce for our clients. So if anything ever happened or they got sued or something, that's directly on them, that never comes back to us. This is different because it stops with us, with me. And so we're getting some things ironed out, but we're at this point where I've talked about this in a recent podcast and I think a recent YouTube video as well, about how the cool thing about pre-production is you just start doing stuff, and then after a while you sort of hit this point of no return where you've got to finish. You've got to do the thing that you said you were going to do. And for me, it's been an interesting journey because I'm doing this stuff and it's happening and I'm excited, but I had this vision. I flash forward as I've been reading a handful of different things, and I had this vision in the future of once this thing launches, gets some momentum, it's definitely going to be a fight. It's definitely going to be an uphill battle to get traction, to do this right, to iterate it properly, to gather an audience and momentum. But there's going to be a day where it clicks and it gets its audience and things are going well. And I wanted to take a second to put on record in this stream that it is really difficult and I'm not sure of its success at this point. And each step I make, and now we're to the point where everything's been conceptual and volunteer based this far, save for spending a few $100s on our logo. And other than that, and the website hosting fee, like that's it. That's the only out of pocket that it's been. But we're about to engage with a lawyer financially. We're about to get insurance to cover the show, production insurance. There's a lot of things that we're about to start pushing money out to that hopefully will come back to us if we've planned it well, if we can persevere through this. But I had this vision that in a few years' time, it was going to all come together, and then I'm going to say something like, yeah, but, it's crazy that we got here. It was a long road, and we weren't sure, but, follow your dreams, and you can make it happen, too, and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I'm in the past right now. If you're watching this in the future, I'm in the past, and I don't know. We haven't filmed any episodes yet. It's January. We're just getting our educational advisors lined up to help sort of outline the show a little bit. Like I said, we're getting all of our legal stuff in place, our contracts. We're setting up the entity a little bit differently. All these things are happening. And I'm left in this spot of, I hope it comes to life. I'm putting a lot of effort into this. I have a lot of faith in it. But there's a big chance that this will be another project and nothing's wrong with it. It's a great idea. It'll be executed well, and for whatever reasons, doesn't get traction, doesn't become sustainable. That's absolutely an option here. I'm going to work hard to make sure that we avoid that at all costs if we can, but again, if there's traction one day, I'm just here to say that there was never a sure thing. And that feeling you can't escape, you can't get away from. And when you approach any creative project, there's voices in your head that tell you not to do it. It's so easy. It's so easy to find reasons to talk yourself out of doing something. It's more responsible to not do something so often than it is to do something, to take a risk creatively, especially when that risk involves an investment, a financial investment. And as we're building this, there is no guarantee of success. There is no guarantee that all of my luck, preparation, privilege, and favors that I've built up with people will pay off in a way that will make this project that I feel like I've been heading toward for so long. It feels like all of my experience, all of my passion is coming to this point where I want to see it. Like it would break my heart if this fell through. And the fact that I'm not sure is the whole point of this. Because, again, it'll be easy to look back one day and be like, yeah, it was tough. We weren't sure if we wanted to do that. But you face that with every project, and you still have to move forward. And this is illustrated for me, most notably, I'm hopped up right now on zines. I made the video the other day that I've been just aggressively ambitious lately. After some time last fall where I wanted to do nothing, could do nothing, had no energy, no creative energy. I wasn't tired. I just didn't have I didn't want to go make something or take pictures or make a video. Nothing. I wanted to do nothing, and so I did nothing, and that was fine. And I said I was going to swing hard the other way, and man, are we here. And I'm writing books and all this stuff. And the thing that I got hopped up on most recently is the concept of a zine, which I'm relatively unfamiliar with. I don't own anyone else's zines until I got Van Nystadt's zine, which inspired this in a lot of ways. But a zine is a booklet, a small self-published booklet that you photocopy and distribute yourself, and it's not a book that you sell really in a lot of cases. And I've struggled with this too, of I want to make this, and the cover, spoiler alert, it's a risque photo of my rib cage where my tattoo that says "Plays Not Points" is visible. And the whole point of this is looking through at all the different things I've done. I don't want to, if it's something you're interested in, I don't want to ruin it. But it's the bands, the shows, the initiatives that I've been a part of, that I've pushed, none of which have turned into anything. And to look at any one of them and say man, that's kind of a shame that failed, if you want to use that word. And I do use that word, but I define it a little differently. But I've been reflecting on, here's another project coming up. Here's Our Little World, this kids show that I'm putting everything into. But with all of these projects in here, I also feel like I put everything into, and they didn't come into sustainability. And that's heartbreaking to me. But I learned from each of them, and I'm glad that I've done each of them. And looking back at all of them, not all of them, but the ones that I included in here, looking back at these together is powerful. It's cool to see everything in the same spot and see that, wow, yeah, none of these things took off, but look at all the different things I tried. Look at all the different things that I created that didn't exist before. It's a very cool feeling. And I have to keep that in mind as I approach this next project of, it's not going to fail because we're prepared properly and we're doing this right. But if it does, it's not really failure unless we look at it that way. But what can we learn from it? Do we enjoy ourselves during the process? And can we produce it in a way responsible enough that no one's going to lose their shirt financially on account of this happening? And with the help of some wonderful creative partners and crew who are going to try some things to make this happen, it's going to happen. But maybe not. It's going to happen. Maybe it'll find success. Maybe it won't. And that's what I'm here. That's what I'm all about. I will say this. I'm not telling you to go make a TV show, though you could. It's not that hard. But make a zine. I'm into these right now as a hyper confined representation of your talents, your abilities, something that you've been a part of. This was the first TV show pilot that Josh and I made called The Lou and Me Show, where it's sort of like a local news, visiting places, interviewing, trying things. We made 2 full episodes, 2 25-minute episodes, and they never went anywhere. They never became anything other than sitting on my hard drive. But I'm so glad I did that. And to approach a zine, a booklet, and say, I only have 24 pages, including the front and back cover, that I need to narrow down a focus to just this, and I can fill this with pictures and whatever I want. And I would say you should do it too. Pick something, staple some pieces of paper together, and then photocopy it if you want. I would love a copy if you make one. If you're someone watching this and you make a zine, pick something that happened in your life. Pick a memory, your 6 favorite things about production, or 10 lessons you've learned from YouTube. I don't know, whatever. But pick something and make a zine. Send me a copy. That's all I got. Have a great day or night or whatever, wherever. Try something. It might not work, but oh well. You never know what's going to be successful till after it's successful, and not knowing it will be successful or not isn't a good reason not to try it. And that is what I'm living every day. And if you're somebody who is interested in the zine, I am gonna, I think, make some copies of this, all the different plays that have been a part of my creative life. If you're interested, throw a comment in there. Julia, hello. I'm excited about the show too. I'm excited for you to be a part of it. But yeah, if you're interested in if you make a zine, leave a comment. If you are interested in seeing this zine when it's done, leave that in a comment too. Plays not points. Have a great day or night or whatever, wherever. See you later. Bye.